Big up to Chelsea FC, my club, being honest and disclosing all the irregularities. First, the UEFA and the FA for our new ownership that has been honest and transparent. We got a fine from UEFA, and we will humbly pay up the fine to the FA as well.
Of course you will.
Clara Bitsy in the chat.
Light work.
Hang on. I think Chelsea need to make that charge 74 to 75, because I'm sure Clara Bitsy, with the amount that she pumps in, right, she should be investigated as well. Isn't it? Yeah, Clara Bitsy. Let me see your national insurance number and your UTR number.
So Clara's basically saying they'll pay the fine.
I don't know what the...
Happily.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think... I don't know. Look, I've only just seen it this morning. I haven't really had loads of time to go through it, but I've seen the statement, and obviously we've that is what we have put forward to them. We gave them the drop. We gave them the information. We gave them the access to the files.
Yeah, but that's only because you knew it was coming.
Well, that's because it was a different ownership. So why should they, kind of have a... Why should they be punished for something that was previously done under the other ownership?
No, but listen.
In terms of it wasn't their mistake, right? Obviously, the transaction of the club.
This is a serious... Listen, it ain't just a Chelsea hate thing here, right? This is a serious question to ask, right? Because if you've got a lot of... There's 20 clubs in the Premier League. And if everybody's following the rules, and
which they're not,
but on spending, having to, we've seen even this season Villa, can't spend no money because of rules. Over the years, Spurs haven't been able to spend new stadiums. Same with Arsenal and that. And if you've got one team, right, this is not something that should be taken lightly. And I'm not saying you are guilty of it, but if guilty. It's not something that should be taken lightly because it is cheating.
And we are guilty.
It is cheating.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's so then.
A fine is
I don't think it should just be fines.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
joke
these sort of things,
whether
it be Man City being guilty or whether it be you being guilty, and I'm not saying you are, it's all alleged at the moment, and it's all it'd be a legal thing, and it's up to courts to decide. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but if it's proven, is fines just enough? Because obviously these clubs can pay these fines, easily. Right?
Well,
right. So you can't have a league where everybody's following rules, and certain clubs just decide that no, we're going to do it this way, and on top of that, the consequences of them doing that is they win a lot of things, right? Yeah. Whereas the teams that have stuck by the rules now have not, and have had to suffer. That's what I'm saying, and I don't know what the outcome's going to be. But I'm just saying.
I don't see them making an example out of Chelsea when we've told them the
You've
stuff.
handed yourself in.
We've handed ourselves in, and by the way, it's not the same ownership. So like, you're basically trying to.
But why is it not the same ownership?
Well, it's not the same ownership.
But why did you have to?
Both of them are now out of
football.
Well,
that's the whole thing that we ain't got time to get into. But at the end of the day,
the heat before you got to the kitchen.
But at the end of the day, you can't really punish the current ownership for dealings and wrongdoings that they have not done themselves. Like, this is a new tenure. So for me,
but you can still be deducted points because.
I mean, listen, we'll see what happens. But I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening because if Man City can have 115 charges, I didn't see deducted points for them. So
Excuse me, officer. I'd like to hand myself in. Well, what have you done?
No, but
I robbed a bank
the
other day, right? But it was 5 years ago. I stole £5 million.
But again,
that's okay. Don't worry. You know what you told us about it.
But also the boss has changed now. The guy who actually asked me to rob the bank,
they put in new money now.
They're not handing themselves in. They're handing in the people before them.
So don't worry. Don't worry.
The people before them.
Actually,
So it's not the same.
It's like going to a house and saying, "I've just bought this house." Officer.
Yes.
And I found 5 million in my backyard.
Yes.
I can't believe it. It wasn't me.
Yes. Exactly.
The person who used to own this house.
Yes.
Robbed that bank.
Yes.
I'd like to hand the money back.
Yes.
I haven't touched any of
Facts.
it. And I'd like to let you know that I don't condone stealing. That's basically
damn
what
straight.
That's
what we've done.
They'll say to you, so how did you get that Ferrari? You spent money to get that.
We have complied.
Yeah.
We have complied. We have apologized.
Sure, it wasn't 10 mil you
We have
found,
done
not 5
all we
mil.
can. You know,
So
are we going? Because really, what we should do then is we should say that every club right now should hand themselves in, even if they don't know if they've done anything wrong. The Premier League should go through everybody's stuff right now. Hold on a second. The Premier League will go through everybody's documents, and then everybody can get penalised accordingly.
Why is it always you?
We won't. We don't spend like that.
Why is it always you?
What do you mean? Why is it always?
Yeah,
us?
why is it always Chelsea and City in these
It's not always us. We're not Balotelli. I don't know what you're talking about. At the end of the day, we have.
You do know what we're talking
We
about.
have
Why is it
competition.
always
We have
Chelsea?
No, we've
had-
actually got a segment on this coming up, so can we?
We have
tackle it
handed
later on?
us. We have handed.
Oh, I thought this was it.
We have
No.
handed
Let
ourselves
this be
in.
the segment. Like, why is it always you?
May as well now, man.
All right, well, I'll read
Why?
out the official statement first, shall I?
What have been the other?
Yeah, what's the official statement?
Yeah,
Give us a statement.
Yeah, what's the statement?
Read the statement.
Just before we get
Please read
ourselves
the
in
statement,
trouble.
please.
So a statement by the
Makes it sound
FA,
worse.
the Football Association, has today charged Chelsea FC with breaches of regulations J1, that's a bad one, that, and C2. You haven't
don't know
done
what- you don't even know
C2
what
as well.
J1 is.
How do
What's
you
a
know?
J1?
How do you know?
What's a
I've got to
J1?
read the full statement.
You don't even know what
And a
J1 is.
C2. You haven't had a C2. have you?
Battleship, bro.
Of the FA.
Shit, bro. What is this? Battleship.
Of the FA football agents regulations A2 and A3.
Oh no.
Definitely bad.
Sounds bad.
Paper, it?
Out of the FA regulations on working with intermediaries and the regulations A1 and B3.
So intermediaries, we're talking agents.
This
and
is
stuff,
going to be
yeah?
a big fine,
Has
mate.
this affected performance
Of the
levels on pitch?
FA, hang on, of the FA third-party investment in player regulations. In total, 74, Rob, charges have been brought forward against Chelsea FC and Matisse.
74.
allegedly. The conduct that is the subject of the charges ranges, Robbie, from the years 2009 to 2022. Isn't that funny? Who was the owner of that?
2009.
No. And primarily relates to events which occurred between the 2010-11 and the 2015-16 seasons.
They won the season.
Where
man.
Chelsea
I
won
swear they won the
the
league.
league.
Yeah, they won the league. They won the league.
Chelsea has until 19th of September, which is 8 days, to respond. The charges relate to alleged breaches of the FA's agent regulations and third-party investments in players. That's again confirming that it's from
We're not
09
going to
to
go against it
2022.
because we handed ourselves in. So whatever
How
they, whatever
do
they
you
found,
please?
well, however, whatever they found,
That's what I was looking for.
whatever they found
I was
is what
Yeah,
they found.
Wait, Robbie, I got you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Let me move that
Oh,
cake
yeah.
for you. You've got to deal with this proper.
Oh, so-
How do you plead?
well,
Well,
Look,
guilty, they did.
well,
Self-guilty.
I'm fresh off a flight.
Ireland?
I've only
It's about a 50-minute flight,
I did an FPL show before this actually.
I've just come down from Liverpool and travelled
Well,
further than
that's nice for you, isn't it?
Order.
Distraction.
I
You're-
haven't had time to look through all the
Judge.
documents over the last 20 years.
Ah,
Or 10,
okay.
was it
Funny.
spanning over 10, 15 years?
So you
is
don't
it?
even know.
Well,
2009,
I've
mate.
read the statement, yes, but I haven't gone
Yeah.
through the files myself or the documents. So let
Because
me go
you've been
home.
tired.
Let me go home
That's
and
not
go
an
through it.
excuse.
Hold on a second, so let me speak, right?
No, I'm the we're the judges.
No, he's got the hammer, not you.
Yes, I'm the barrister.
Right? Let me
Yes, like, see, I'm the judge. Pass my bar last week.
let me go home, go through the documents, and on Monday
You're
morning,
in the
I will
High
come to you
Courts.
with
There's
my
no
verdicts.
time to be going home just because you've had a piss up
Well,
in
well,
Ireland.
Court of
no.
James.
Yeah,
No,
you've been on the Guinness.
No.
Matisse, it's a serious question I'm asking, right? Why always Chelsea seem to be, even at the moment,
Always.
with all these little clause, this 7-year, all these out of the norm things they try and
what
do.
loopholes?
Loopholes, right? So-called loopholes. Why Chelsea all the time?
We're different.
This doesn't pass in the law of court, unfortunately.
We're built different, quite literally. What do you want us to do? Act like you? We want to win.
No, but you know what? It's called.
There was some
Objection.
loopholes. There was
There's
some,
winning.
There was hold
and
on.
there's
When you
cheating.
say, when you
Yeah,
say
of
why
course,
always
cheating.
us?
There's winning and there's cheating.
Oh, there's winning.
Because
biting.
yeah, you know, listen, guys.
And
Listen,
you won the league by
all,
1 point that
in
year.
all, in all
Oh,
seriousness,
it's
in all
late.
seriousness, right? When they're talking about intermediaries, what they're suggesting there then is like where clubs go to agents,
want it next
Tap,
right?
tap, tap.
So, like you say that when they're talking about the Eden Hazard signing, it might be
Cesc Fabregas as well.
Yeah,
You're
it might.
really
it
loud
might.
for someone who tapped
It
up.
might
Van
be a
Dijk.
thing.
Hold on a second.
Stevie
You're,
G,
hold
mate.
on a second.
See what it does
you're
now, you
really,
see now.
you're
You
really
see now?
vocal. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You're
The thing that actually
really
did get fined for
vocal when
tapping
you
up.
got took to court by Southampton for Van Dijk and had to get him the next
Deflection.
window. So it's not
Deflection,
Look
Your
what
Honour.
you've done to Isak.
Deflection.
You've upset Isak and made him go against his contract too.
Like I said,
Deflection.
don't throw stones in glass houses, right?
Yes, 74 charges, mate.
Because
Good
if
luck
we
with C1,
if you were
C2,
if we were to
A, B, and 3.
if we were to
Yeah.
unearth
Hold
all
that.
of your business, I'm sure we would
Do it.
find something
Do
too.
it.
But
You've
you
got
haven't
nothing
handed
there, mate.
yourself in, have
We
you?
do it in the right way, Matthijs.
Henry's on Instagram. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing up speeches and that. So
Yeah.
just calm yourself
But-
down. Yeah?
Just going back
Relax
to it, as I
yourself
said,
there.
things like that intermediaries
Young fellow.
things where
Mr.
agents,
Sir.
you know, agents are paid money to like, make sure that player comes to this club and that underhand stuff, which is against the rules.
Yeah, it's not.
Right.
Listen.
Which ensures you get the best players.
This
which
is still.
ensures you win.
This is still a very bad look. I don't think this is not the end of Chelsea. They're not going to get relegated. We always see these things. We saw the 115 charges. I don't think it's going to be that drastic.
Is it only because that's Chelsea though? If this was Palace,
Yeah, we've
say,
seen it.
100%.
Did we not see Everton have issues? Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, and Forest.
Did they get relegated?
But with
They have
this,
74 charges.
it's a bad look because because even if what we haven't done is looked at the Chelsea statement, and Chelsea is pleased. Chelsea is pleased to confirm that its engagement with the FA concerning matters that were self-reported by the club is now reaching a conclusion. There's loads more stuff here. The club has demonstrated unprecedented transparency during this process, including by giving comprehensive access to the club's files and historical data. We will continue working collaboratively, not against our will, collaboratively with the FA to conclude this matter as swiftly as possible.
And basically,
we wish to place on record, they're taking a minute. We wish to place on record our gratitude to the FA for their engagement with the club on this complex case, the focus of which has been on matters that took place over a decade ago.
That sounds guilty.
What that basically is, like in...
Hold on. What I'm saying is the institution Chelsea, though,
say that I'm proud?
should still... Well, you can say that.
I'm proud of them.
What they're doing is... Listen, don't get me wrong. I do agree that to a certain extent that you can't put it on Clear Lake. You can't put it on... What this isn't is like... You see how they've been getting all these players for Young and flipping them and this is actually nothing to do with that.
No.
This is all before Todd Bowley and Clear Lake got there.
100%.
So you can't blame Clear Lake, Todd Bowley and that, for coming in, for taking over a whole new enterprise and vetting it and going, this is a big problem. Wow, is that what they were doing before we got here? Take this to the authorities. You can't blame them for that. But hold on. You can't blame them for that. But Chelsea as an establishment, though, should still be held accountable because Chelsea, the institution, the club, isn't just the owners now or the owners. It's the club, PLC, whatever. So whatever ramifications need to come from this, whether that's docked points, whether it means this or that, that should still stand. Clear Lake don't get to go, it wasn't us, so don't hurt us.
No,
that's what I think is wrong. But we can't put the blame at their door. We can't because they didn't do it.
There'll be something will come out of it. But we can't sit here and say which obviously you guys would love to do, try and determine what that sanction will be. That will be down to the FA.
Listen, I'm not.
You have to determine the sanction, but you have done something wrong.
Something will happen.
I'm not blaming Clear Lake, but what I'm saying is, right, this is a huge part of Chelsea's history of winning. 2009 to 2022.
Yeah, I agree.
And this should not be something.
No.
If I said found guilty because
they have to be. They said they're guilty.
Right?
They're saying
Or the level of what this is, right? To me, that tarnishes what you've done there.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you've basically admitted that you cheated.
100%.
Right? And
like
you
I said, I have documents to look through.
Yeah.
Well, you
you
look through those documents and come back and speak to us when it's
Chelsea
finished.
I don't feel any different than I felt yesterday.
But here, look, I'm handing myself in. I have
They
cheated.
should get the book thrown at them for those offences in that time.
Yeah, 100%.
With the maximum
100%.
penalty.
What's a secret payment? What is that?
Yeah.
Secret payment. Where is that?
It's cheating. It's cheating. It's only because Roman Abramovich is not here to answer. Because he's here in life, but I'm saying it's not his issue anymore.
And all this
to
thing,
answer that.
No, but you know what I mean. When you got fans there saying, "Oh, we're being honest," Lisa, right? Listen,
he's still cheating.
He's still cheating, man.
He's still cheating.
And it's a very unfair for those teams, right? That in that period, right?
Robbie, they won the league by a point.
So successful.
We would have won it. Man United
Man United were second.
Exactly.
No, but they didn't just win one league.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that one.
No. But even the year after.
So you were
It's
able.
not going to set a good precedent if they just give them a 20 grand fine.
You're able to build a powerful team, an unbelievable team, right?
With undercut
By
payments.
cheating.
By paying.
And so.
But also though, because what we do is we alienate the fans of like. You see,
so I'm not blaming the fans.
No, but when we're going, you Matisse thing, it's like.
I'm blaming him.
Matisse.
It's hard, isn't it? If your club done the mad thing, if that was my club, I'd just be like, well, if that's what we've done, we deserve everything we get.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Are you
That's
going
all
to
I'm saying.
Will you say that?
Do you agree with that,
Mr. Fellow?
I'm not worried about what we'll get.
Oh.
because you've made the deal.
I knew.
We'll
Look, this is
ride
not
the
new
bird.
information to many of us. We knew we reported ourselves. It's only just come out now. We've been charged, but we were going to be charged because we reported ourselves. We didn't report ourselves for no reason. We didn't report ourselves because we were innocent.
Yeah, you knew that it's been done.
Bring
do you admit-
bring
We'll
the
ride our bird,
as
no
the-
snitching thing.
You know the thing is,
Bring-
right,
bring.
about all these things, right?
So
As
you
the
were
Premier
guilty then
League,
at one point.
right?
know
It's
we
the
are
same in
guilty,
La
that's what I
Liga,
said.
and have they got
Absolute cheese.
it in them, right?
No.
To actually do
No.
what's right.
No.
Because
Fine,
Do what's
if
right.
this
You've seen
was,
fine,
if
paid,
what's right.
done.
this was Palace and those sort
No,
of
no, you
teams,
can't say that because Nottingham Forest literally had the same, or they had their own issue, and they're fine now, aren't they?
Yeah, but didn't they get points deducted?
They
and
got
they're not a
points
big
deducted.
club.
So
They got
Everton.
points deducted, didn't
Yeah,
it?
points deducted.
How many points was it in the
Well,
end?
3 or 6?
3.
6.
Lord
Was it
Jesus.
6?
What is 3
And
points?
Everton got points.
Oh, when you
Everton
were
got
scrapping
points
to get
deducted.
40,
Yeah,
mate,
Everton got
quite
points
a lot.
deducted.
But yet
10%.
still, powerhouses like City and Chelsea seem to be able to pay fines.
I think the
And-
Premier League's got to be really careful with that precedence, though. They have to, like, it does feel like
The Premier League.
because the Chelsea statement is worded so amicable, so
It's a plea
amicably,
deal.
and so exactly, and it's
a plea
like
deal.
it's almost like they're in bed together.
cheeky,
Like, do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's
It's like
cheeky.
it gives
Oh,
across
like
the
We could
wrong
have deleted these files, you know, but we
It's-
didn't.
it's
We left them
cheeky
on the
still.
laptop. So
and self-reported.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it should just come still with severe consequence. But like you say, I'm not sure. The
As
Premier
they
League is
say in Jamaica, jam teeth them.